Hello. Sorry, my throat's still recovering today, but anyway, wanted to make this video because, on a very important subject that I think is well, it's a very important issue that we still struggle with today, even though we shouldn't. We never should have in the first place, but it's a very, very important. I think I need to address it in a way that I individually feel is right. It's about homeless people. When I go downtown, I see homeless people quite a lot, and I give them whatever change I can spare. And I always feel good about doing that. I've mentioned it in my previous videos, and one occasion the person asked me for change, and he was clearly crying. And it was the winter; it was pretty cold. He just come into the mall as I was leaving, and I thought, well, yeah, I guess. As with anything, it makes you feel good to do what you can for people who clearly can't do things on their own. There are many ways people are suffering in that regard, and homeless people, I know, is very tragic, very sympathetic. So I wanted to put it in a way that I think might give all you homeless people out there who may, in your own way, in your own time, come across my video, and it may just like how you interpret it is up to you. I respect that, but I wanted to say something that I think is the most optimistic thing that anyone can say to a homeless person. I think that all of you homeless people out there, in the literal sense of the word, are heroes. The reason I use that word is because you are doing something very courageous by asking people for help. Whether it's change, whether it's shelter, whether it's food. Asking for help. Speaking from my experience with mental illness, even though I've never been homeless, I have been crippled by mental illness, so I can verify that in a world where everyone values their independence, asking for help is the most courageous thing you can do in your darkest moments. And again, when I say heroes, I mean it's not just for yourself. You are, in a sense, making a statement that the world needs to change. Because there shouldn't be homeless people. Not with all the advances we made, with all the wonderful charities who are doing good work, and I particularly because a couple of years ago I heard of some school project where students were pretending to be homeless people just for a day to see what it's like, as part of the project, to help homeless people in their own way by showing people what it's like from their perspective. And I remember, wow, very courageous that students are participating in something like that. And also, John Carpenter literally hired homeless people for one of his films, to play homeless people in one of his films. I think it was They Live. That was the title or something. It was so yeah, I think homeless people attract attention because even if you can turn a blind eye to something like that, you can't do it forever. Eventually, something gets neglected for too long. There are consequences for the human condition. And I believe that one thing the human race does so phenomenally well is find better ways of solving problems. With all that's coming out today, with the New Age movements, with all the global phenomenon of women, men, and children helping to bring down all the sex crimes that have been going on for way too long. Like, it's like we're in an evolutionary leap right now, where things are getting better, even with the tragedies that we still suffer, whether it's a school shooting, whether it's terrorist bombing. Like, people on a mass scale are still finding it somehow a way to move forward. And for me personally, knowing how hard it is for someone with mental illness, that is a great boost of confidence for me. So I think when people have achieved equal finance, equal abundance for us all, for the whole world, where everyone is literally the same financially and successfully, I think the world's going to look back on all the homeless people today throughout history and thank you for helping to change the world the best way you can by showing in your own way that things need to change. Change is life. Change is nature. Change is okay. It doesn't hinder your value as a human being, just the opposite. Because you have control over that change. You can take responsibility for your life, even if that means asking for help when you clearly need it. There is no shame and weakness in that. So, to all you homeless people struggling out there with needing change for food or mental illness, whatever, like everyone, if there's one thing you share in common with everyone else in the world, you are not alone. You are human beings. You are sparks of God. You are equally significant. I thank you for opening up my eyes and motivating me to help in any way I can, like giving change. To you when I see you on the street, and encouraging others to do the same. And yeah, especially in the cold winter. So thank you all, especially for never giving up on yourselves. I mean, I know many of you have the capacity to embrace the help when you get it. I've seen examples of that too on the streets. So that's the message I wanted to give for this video. And God bless you all. God bless humanity. God bless Mother Earth. Because we are in a time of great change, and I'm honored to do anything I can to say that the ability to make things better, no matter how miraculous it may seem, is not a miracle. It's a fact. We all have that capacity, even in our own individual ways. So find it within yourselves and appreciate it yourselves. And good luck to us all in this time of great change. So thank you all very much. Namaste.